Wow, we're getting a lot of good response here, trying to protect for the children's health care system.
A lot of people are losing their health insurance or they can't afford it, and he doesn't even realize this. I really think he's out of touch with you and I, citizen, of the U.S. So I don't know why he does it. Somebody that's pro-life, but yet he doesn't want to give insurance for children. What's that? What's that about?
How do you feel about all of the Bush thing?
Personally, I think it's all just a big load what he's doing.
I think Bush is horribly misguided if he's more willing to spend money on killing than he is on the health care for our country's children. I think our people should be taken care of first. Bush was a wealthy man. His kids were taken care of. I don't think he really understands what it is to be without, to be afraid of the health of your children, whether they're going to be able to survive because you can't get them to a doctor. His were taken care of. I don't think he's worried about anybody else.
So how do you feel about Bush and his health care?
Well, I feel like there's no reason why every child in our country shouldn't have health care when they're sick. And I kind of asked the question Michael Moore asked on Sicko, who are we if we don't take care of the weakest? And isn't that what democracy is all about? So.
And why do you think Bush is getting rid of the health care for children?
I think he's probably never experienced his children not having health care. So I think if he had an imagination for what it would be like to not be able to get care for your children when they needed it, or to face going bankrupt if you had an emergency, I think he might have some empathy for families who can't afford health care for their children.
I'm an evangelical pastor, and what he's doing is morally reprehensible. It's destroying children.
It's just the classic, jet exposition of agendas, war versus, domestic health care. And I think it underscores two things, the need to reduce our, military budget so we can pay for needed domestic spending, as well as the need to have a comprehensive health care system in the United States. Not one for people that happen to get it through work or people that happen to get it through various government programs. I think we need a comprehensive program that catches those people and the gap between those two areas. Bush's proposal was for $5 billion, and the one that he vetoed was for $6.6 billion. So, essentially he vetoed, health care for children over $1.6 billion, which is only a fraction of the budget he's asking for his wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. So they'll have to go back to Congress, and they have to write something that they can either override the president's veto or something that he will sign, basically. MoveOn.org is the site I went to register for this. I'm a member of his True Majority, which is founded by one of the founders of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. The main focus of that organization, True Majority, is to reduce our military spending. If we just take a fraction of the military spending, right, and we could fully fund all of our domestic, education, health care, world poverty.
I'm an evangelical pastor, and we have so many people in our neighborhood who work really hard, long hours, and because of that veto, most of their kids will not be able to have any health insurance. They currently can't afford it, and they don't qualify because they're not poor enough, but they're still poor enough to not be able to purchase their own health insurance.
I've organized tonight loosely, largely because I really can't believe I live in a country, one of the wealthiest country in the world, and we don't take care of the weakest, and we don't take care of our children, and I just have to wonder who we are that we don't do that. So I thought the least I could do instead of feeling in despair was to come out and stand up on a corner and say, there's more people out here than we imagined. 72% of Americans supported this bill that was vetoed by our president. So I'm wondering who he represents, and that's a large part of why I'm out.
We need children's health care, no doubt.
Thank you.